Are you gay? I know it's hard to believe, but I am not gay. Sorry to break it to you. What does Arab mom think about your YouTube career? Let's ask her. So cute. Initially, she was the one who pushed me into music because we had this little toy piano at home and I would like play on it when I was a little kid. And one time she heard that I was playing this melody and I was repeating it. And she was like, hold on, like, can you repeat that melody? And I was like, yeah. So she was always like, do the creation. Just create whatever you want, but just do it, you know? Watching your videos has made my mind use Yahmar a lot despite having no connections to Arabic whatsoever. Am I allowed to use Yahmar? And also, can you give me a guide on which situations Yahmar can be used? You don't need to have a connection to Arabic to use Yahmar. It just means you dumbass. You can call someone a dumbass even if they're not acting like a dumbass. Yahmar, use it. Have fun with it. Be creative. If time travel was possible, what era or year would you travel to? I would love to give you like an educated answer about which is the best era to live in and to experience, blah, blah, blah. But I would just go back in time to when Bitcoin was like $1. I would just buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I would start my YouTube career back then. I would start creating everything I do in music back then and then build it up to now. It's a selfish answer because like I just want to build my life. And if I bought a bunch of Bitcoin back then on top of this, I could do much more stuff with the money. Not just selfishly, I could just genuinely be very generous with the money. I would think I would be a generous rich person. I don't know. I'm not generous right now, so I can only imagine. It grows. A lot of millionaires. In your opinion, what is your worst skit? I don't have one in my head specifically. If I were to go back and look for a skit that I would hate most of them. I used to make skits just around music stuff. And there's only so many jokes you can make around the music scene. The setups were slow, the punchlines were not good, they were longer than they needed to be. Just the older stuff, generally. How many takes does an average skit take to get it the way you want it? For the lines and faces to just be right. And do you have anyone while you film to help with lighting or anything? Or is it mostly solo with a stand? It's mostly solo. I never really shoot skits. All the skits you see are shot on my own. When it comes to how many takes it takes, I generally have an idea of what I want, how I want the lines delivered, because when I write it, I see it. So I know exactly how I want to say it and what face I want. Sometimes I would say it a couple of different ways to see how it cuts in the edit.
Why I pulled you over?
I just see what feels good. 2 questions. When did you start locking in? Did you have a disciplined character in your youth? If not, when was the point and biographic background to get one? And advice for lazy people. And then another question. So that's 3 questions. I'm gonna tell you this from the get-go. I don't consider myself to be not lazy. I enjoy being lazy. It's my natural state. If I have something I'm working towards, like a song or a project or a video, I'm working towards it. I don't get lazy if I have a clear vision. But there's always rest, there's always breaks, there's always downtime. Like I appreciate stepping away from it because I want to step away from it. That's the only way I can function. It's so creatively dense that I can't keep my mind on all the time. I would lose my mind. So I need to just like get the inspiration. I need to live my life. I need to take the break. How did it just get dark or am I tripping? Maybe it got cloudy. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I was doing 3 videos a week. They were garbage, but I was doing 3 videos a week for like 6 months. I guess that's when I started locking in, when I wanted to build my YouTube, but I don't even know what you meant by biographic background. Why atheist? Do some religion, moral, lifestyle talk. Why atheist? Because no proof of God. Have fun in the comments, not you, but everyone who wants to tell me that there's proof of God, have fun. I'm not gonna believe in God because of a YouTube comment. Since all the scriptures did not do it for me, your YouTube comment is not gonna do it for me. You believe in what you want, I believe in what I want, and that's why I'm atheist. I tried religion. Not for me. Does coffee taste better when consumed out of the Yah mug? It absolutely does. And I must say, Yah mug is genius. I only named it Yahmar mug because apparently I'm not as smart as you. If you don't have a Yah mug, you can get one from the description. You can see if it makes your coffee taste better. But it's gonna make it taste better because you're gonna know that this Yah mug supported the creator that you watch. Can you make an ASMR video with you as yourself instead of dad? Please. Your voice can be so calming. An Arab dad's voice gives me PTSD because of all the short videos. Hello and welcome to another episode. Maybe I will make one. Just for you. Did you know that a live stream of yours has been waiting to go live since April 17, 2022? Check the Roasting Your Music playlist if you don't believe me. Okay, what? You're right. You're not wrong. I deleted it now. I think it should be off. If not, that's funny, I guess. I'll just keep it forever. When will Habibi Spice be back? I need to sleep, man. You can always rewatch the older videos. Hello. But he will be back soon. Don't worry. Can you film yourself doing one of these skits, including retakes, etc.? Not really, but I have some B-roll footage you can enjoy. How many days a week do you work out? Do you follow any fitness influencers? I'm usually in the gym about 5 days a week. I take the weekends off. I'm just happy to be in the gym, moving my body however way feels right. Because after my back injury, I wasn't able to load my spine. And when I was able to, I was so excited. So I started slowly building back up. Also, I really like the endorphins that you get after you move your body. Do you really exist? Of course I exist. If I didn't exist, I would start vanishing into thin air, and that would be just... Most underrated guitarist of all time. Me. When is the genie making a comeback? Soon. I realized most of my answers to these are like soon. Soon. Soon, Habib, don't worry about it. Hello, Rudy. Do you struggle with perfectionism in your creative process? How do you know that a song piece music is ready for release? And do you ever want to come back to a song after releasing it to improve or change? I love your music. It's classy, elegant, and has noticeable personal character. Thank you so much. Do I struggle perfectionism? To a certain degree, yes. I'm perfectionist, but realistically perfectionist. So if I have a certain sound I want to reach, I know I can reach it, I'll go for it. Usually when I release something, I kind of stop liking it instantly. It's very hard for me to just like go back to it and be like, this is so good. It's always like, I should have done this different, I should have done this different, and it's very frustrating because the process never ends. What is that one quote that says, a song is never finished, only abandoned? Or was it for like art? A piece of art is never finished, only it works for anything. A meal is never finished, only abandoned. That doesn't work for food. However, I wouldn't think about going back to a song that I already released to improve it because it's already released. I just consider it to be something that I, put out there and now I can just improve on the next thing. That's how it is. What's the thirstiest comment you've ever received? You're too fine and too talented for the masses to let you have peace. Thank you, but the thirstiest comment I've ever received, I cannot say what it is here because it is very thirsty and very graphic. There's also a lot of women always proposing for some reason. There's a lot of men proposing to do things. And yeah. How do you maintain such a balanced physique? Is it down to being vegan, super healthy and disciplined, or do you have a personal trainer? I wouldn't say it's down to being vegan, but being vegan helps because I'm very mindful of what I eat. I eat very clean. I would say I eat 90% clean, 10% unclean, like processed eating out, all that stuff. I don't eat a lot of junk, and I am in the gym about 5 days a week, like I said, and usually I'm active. I move my body outside of the gym as well. That's all you need, really. Clean, move your body, mind, gut, health, buzzwords. How did you learn to play the oud? It sounds really cool and I want to learn it. I basically bought oud and I started playing it until it sounded decent, and then I kept playing it more until it sounded more decent. Kept doing that and I recorded a song with it, and that's it. Alright, I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you have more questions, then wait until the next Q&A and then you can ask these questions. In the meantime, what you can do is you can go into my merch store and get some merch for yourself. Doesn't that sound amazing? I know. I'm so generous. I'm so nice to you. Okay, thank you. I will see you next time.